Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video I will talk about the K-Bar Becker bk40 folding knife. The item comes in quite a nice cardboard box. On the back side we have some more information. The blade steel is OS 8. It's like a 440C from back then, quite a while ago. The handle material is injection molded PA66. We have a 4-position carry clip and a liner lock. Unfortunately that knife is made in China, so that clear part is in there. We have a bit of paperwork as well, but that's it on the boxing. So the knife, that knife we waited for quite so many years on it, that finally made it into production. Unfortunately, at least this sample here is a fail, and I'm gonna point that out in a minute. So the Becker knife and tool line is on the market for quite some time, and they are mainly fixed blade knives. And Mr. Becker always did think to make a folding version too, and finally after all these years that item came out. So it's unfortunately weak designed on the locking part. We have a liner lock. The item has no stop pin on the back here as usually, but we see the angled surface there as it locks. Usually we would have right here a stop pin, and with this design we don't have it. We have the stop pin right here by the blade tang, inside the blade tang there. It's just a half moon cut out on the blade tang. I'm not sure if the camera will see the pin that is in there, but basically the pin is between the liners, gliding in a slot that has two end stops. One is right here, and the other would be in the fully open position. That's why here is no stop pin. And for that design, I think the pin is too weak in this regards. So as you really, even medium, if you use a medium force to whittle with it, this blade here gonna wiggle, and it feels unsafe, as there is not only side to side play, which we could change with the screws here, but also up and down play, because the stop pins really is not strong enough for what it is. So for me, unfortunately, fail. Hopefully they're gonna redesign the knife in a way that it actually works with a regular stop pin design, hopefully a bit a strong lock and all that. So the rest of the blade we have of the knife, we have a OS 8 blade that is like a 440C made in Asia. That would be all good. The heat treating as well. The knife here got resharpened by me because it wasn't that sharp out of the box. It can be resharpened rather easy. For whatever reason, the shavings from the resharpening were magnetically sticking to the blade. That's something that I barely ever had by any other blade. For whatever reason that was happening. The blade is slightly convex ground on it. It's not a flat grind all the way, slightly convex. That all would work. We have pretty nice serrations on top there for the thumb. That is all good too. The thumb stud are on both sides. They are completely smooth, but surprisingly the knife is easy to open and close. Then the other strange aspect of that knife is that we have rather smooth texturing on that injection molded handle. It's similar to the fixed blade that the Becker line offers. It has quite some contouring around, so it is surprisingly good in the hand. That would not be that much of a problem. Still, I would suggest to texture it a little bit more so that the people get a bit more grip. The liner lock itself is nice adjusted. The steel liners have no cutouts inside at all, so it's rather heavy for what it is. That maybe could be changed too. And then we have that big lanyard slot at the end, and of course the steel wire pocket clip. Unfortunately, I don't like the color of the pocket clip much at all. That should be in a durable black, so that if you carry the knife, that would be blending in a bit better than just a stainless steel. Especially by that design, it's a deep carry pocket clip, so if you want to really hide the knife or put it good away, that would help if that is black in the color. So from the factory, the clip is mounted in front. I took it out and put it in on this side, as I like that better. It's easy to do with the correct screwdriver. On the screw was no Loctite, so be careful if you carry that knife. Check the screws so that they have Loctite in them. The screws were all tight, so that did work. Another strange feature is that we have here a hole going through the knife. There where basically the clip screw would be in there, you see completely through the knife, so dirt can go in it too. We see where the blade covers up the hole inside a bit. Hopefully the camera gonna see that. So there is a point for dirt, and that should be done in a different way too. And then one point on top, usually it has a big laser engraving with China on it. I already polished that out. Whose idea that was to boldly laser engrave China on top of the knife is beyond me. That's nothing to be proud about it at all. So yeah, for me, as I said, a fail unfortunately. Hopefully the knife gets redesigned and done with a correct liner lock, with a good strong stop pin, with a quite likely a bit bigger axis pin as well. I did not take it fully apart to look inside, but the first tests on it, that already gave me the negative feedback that that knife is nothing for me. So that much about the Becker made by K-Bar bk40 folding knife.